Tell me about Alexander Hamilton's legacy. What was his big contribution to the U.S. financial system?
Well, Hamilton was the founder of the financial system. I mean, the U.S. was a bankrupt country with debts it couldn't pay in the 1780s. Hamilton helped to engineer the ratification of the Constitution, and then he was appointed the first Secretary of the Treasury. He knew more about finance than anyone at that time. And I give Hamilton tremendous credit for modernizing the U.S. financial system in just 3 or 4 or 5 years. You know, he was only Treasury Secretary for 6 years, but while he was Treasury Secretary, we did all those things. We stabilized the government finances, came up with a good, solid dollar, invented a central bank, had a banking system, had securities markets, and the states were chartering corporations to beat the band. We were on a roll. I mean, within 100 years, the bankrupt country of the 1780s is going to be the largest economy in the world.
What would Alexander Hamilton say about the banking system today? Would he want us to be reforming it?
Oh, I think so. I mean, he was very pro-bank. The more banks, the merrier, he felt. But I think he felt banks had to be regulated, and he founded the Bank of the United States, which, you know, not specifically to regulate banks, but it turned out that since it was such a big bank, it's almost automatically regulated banks because it received their notes and deposits, and so it had a regulatory power over them. I think Hamilton would have not wanted the debt to get to be as big as it did. He often said that a national debt is a national blessing, but only a properly managed national debt. And I think he would have looked at what we did today and say, well, some of our banks made mistakes because they weren't regulated enough, and the government is making a mistake by letting the debt sort of get out of control.